I didn't actually intend to buy this grinder. I had found an ad for a radial arm saw that I was interested in through a local marketplace, and I was on site at a warehouse checking it out when the seller said, "That grinder over there is for sale too," pointing across to the other side of the room. I didn't have much interest in a grinder, but then he said, "If you buy the saw today, I'll throw in the grinder cheap." "Define cheap," I immediately replied, thinking to myself that this guy doesn't know who I am, and therefore what a cheap bastard I am. My inner voice quietly reminded me that I wasn't here to buy a grinder, advice which I promptly ignored. After all, there was a 2-for-1 deal to be made here, right? "How about $75?" he said. In truth, I thought he was going to say something more like $400. Without even thinking about it, I said, "How about 50? "Deal," he said. And thus, I ended up with a grinder. It looks like the face shields are probably plastic. The other side was completely missing on one of the vent slots. Somebody got their money's worth out of this wheel. There's a tool rest on this side, but the other side is missing. On the base, it looks like there's a spot for a switch to go, but it's missing. I don't know if the wiring inside is also missing. We'll see. Overall, it looks pretty complete. It's just absolutely filthy dirty and pretty rusty. First time plugging it in, and nothing. The wheel spins freely, but there's no motor action. The switch moves back and forth, but it feels really, really crunchy. One of the light's power cord was brittle and cracked. The other one was obviously replaced, maybe lamp cord or something. This thing has to weigh like 60 pounds all by itself. Nope. No switch, no dangling wires, nothing. We're gonna have to fix that. I half expected a large spider to come popping out of the base, and if that had happened, you would have heard me scream like a little girl. That is a US made capacitor, very likely original. Hammer, made in the US. An old switch. It's certainly possible that the motor's problem is a bad cap, but given the crustiness of this switch, I mean, the stuff was just falling out of it. I'm thinking maybe the switch is just bad.